Okay, guys, so you may have seen in the media the queues. I think it was in Bronte for an $800 a week property. It's going bananas at the moment. A very relevant topic. Once you put your application in, what should you expect from your agent? Should you expect the gold, the crap, or the gold, or the cold silence? Stay tuned. We're going to tell you what to expect.
I'm the ringleader, so listen
Uh-oh, we're in trouble, Cleo.
That's all good. That's all good.
Cleo is here, 20 years property management expert.
That's a lot of applications.
That is a lot of applications at Novak Properties. How are we going on this process? I don't think we score too well.
I think we go through ebbs and flows. Especially when you have new and young people coming into the business, they really are excited when they get to talk to people about their application. You just feel that enthusiasm at the beginning. It's really, really good, and I don't think we do too poorly. No, I don't agree with that.
So let's go through it. So today, everyone, this is for you from a tenant's perspective to give you a weight or understanding or clarity on what to expect, because at the moment there's thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of applications going in for rental properties. Only one person is going to get the application approved, and a property can typically take, Cleo, how many applications are you normally getting on a property?
About 6.
About 6 on average. So it could be 20, could be 3, average is 6. Now, this is shelter. So, food and shelter are probably the most important things to a human being. And this is a topic that when you have finally found the one, the property, and you have put in the application, I would imagine, I know what Lisa and I are like, I'd imagine there'd be not one conversation, not two conversations, but probably hundreds of conversations before, during, and after, potentially applying for a property. What should a tenant expect once they put an application in? So, bear in mind they put in the perfect application or a great application, and it goes towards the property manager. The seconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks,
Excuse me. Hmm.
what should they expect from, should we do the gold first?
Sure, let's do the gold. Yes,
Go gold.
definitely.
Go gold.
Gold, I think, would entail confirmation that their application's been received. That's quite rare that you would get a call nowadays to say, we've got your application, thank you, we'll get back to you. I tend to, out of the 6 applicants, will pick my top 3, and I will call those 3 and let them know, look, we're in the process of presenting your application to the landlord. Ask a couple of questions, because sometimes they're not interested anymore. You need to know after the open, even though you have an application, doesn't mean that
Never
they
thought
want
of
the
that.
property still. So you need to
Yep.
confirm that that they still want it, because some tenants apply for 50 properties with the only one in mind that they want to take. So I think that would be your goal number 1 is being called, we've got your application.
Yep.
Then that person might say, oh, great, if there's anything else I can do, if there's anything missing, let me know. I'll be available all day, or I'm in meetings all day, I won't be able to answer my phone, but if you message me, something like that.
Gold. Yes. And then with gold?
And then with gold, you would obviously call the referees and all the people on the application. The software nowadays fills all that in for you. The agent can provide a reference online through realestate.com and certain apps, and picking up the phone sometimes it's just all there on paper. You don't need to call. I like to call. I like to speak to the employer. I like to speak to the agent where they're renting. I like to ask questions that are not there on the paper. So yeah,
So,
process the app properly.
so gold standard. I'm the tenant. I've heard from you. What should I what happens next in my world as a prospective tenant who's made an application with a gold agent?
You would expect that if you are the favored applicant, that then you would get called on the same day, be it a Monday if it's from a Saturday open, and
Yep.
have your holding deposit taken. You get the approval online. You get the approval by
Ah,
phone.
yes,
Congratulations, you've got the property.
yes, that's
You
gold.
know,
What's gold?
gold.
What's
You
a
get
while we're on gold? What's a gold letdown look like?
a gold
Because this is
letdown.
happening. This is happening to 5 out of 6. That's 1 out of 6. What's the gold letdown?
Um, as in, if you're the gold agent, how do you let all the other applicants know that they didn't get the property? Is that what you mean by let
Yeah.
down?
So when you're a tenant, what should you expect if you are going to be declined or declined?
That you get told. It's not very hard.
And
That you
does
get
that is
told.
that
You
going
get
to
a
happen?
call.
And is that going to happen sort of minutes, hours, weeks after I've applied?
I reckon day two, so say Tuesday, you should know that you were declined.
Okay. Call,
Usually,
SMS,
yeah, a call. There is
gold standard.
SMSs going to the software. Um, that's not the gold. That's just a generic fail safe. It's not meant to be. Um, it's not meant to be the only way, but you do end up finding out at some
Okay.
point.
Before we move on to the crap agent and then the cold silence agent, um, who gets you these calls you're talking about? If there's 2 or 3 applicants, do all of the applicants get the calls, or how do you choose which one you're going to call?
I think the ones that you've had conversations with, so the people that you have spoken to, the people that follow up as well. You get people that call on the Monday and the Tuesday. I haven't heard from you guys. I really want this property. Do I offer you guys, like, do I offer the landlord more money? You can't do that, but will it strengthen my application? You know, the ones that are really, invested in taking this property.
Proactive. Okay, so it's a two-way dance between the gold agent and the gold tenant as well. So, okay. So
Totally.
now, if we can move over to, and I think this is important to frame this up. So, guys, if you've just tuned in, we're talking about if you're making a rental application and you are the tenant making the rental application, what you should expect in terms of timeframes and delivery of service from a gold agent, a crap agent, and cold as ice agent. So because I think there's these. I had a conversation yesterday with someone saying we didn't deliver, and I was saying, and something that came out of my mouth was irrelevant to the result. It was how we made you feel, and if you don't feel good about in this case, it wasn't an acceptance, it was a decline, then something's wrong with what we're doing. So that hence, today we wanted to have a bit of a chat about that. Now, if we move over to a tenant's made an application and they've got a crap agent. They make the application Monday morning. And don't forget, a tenant application takes hours. By the time you've actually seen the property, discussed the property, confirmed the property, or hunted the found the property online or whatever, then gone through the rigorous role of filling out the application correctly with ID, it's hours. So it goes in. What's a crap agent doing?
They process it in their own time. They might do a little reference check here. They might, say, look, we don't know yet. We'll keep you posted, and then silence. There's silence, basically.
That's
So
crap agent. That's crap agent. Um, also, tenants, they don't know who they're dealing with. So they often meet someone at the open house who's wonderful, and they're not the person processing the application. So the application goes into the ether, and then they call the office, and they're like boing, 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 like a snooker ball.
Our website has the property manager who manages the property. That's the contact online. I often get
Nice.
calls on a Saturday when I'm not in the office, and it'll be people inquiring about rental properties. And I'll be able to tell them about the rental property regardless of what I'm doing. I'll say, yep, that's got a garage, laundry, you're running late to the open home, no problem. I'll patch you through to the leasing consultant who's there, and then I can transfer them through their application, and those inquiries that come to me, I go, oh yeah, I remember I spoke to you on Saturday, and then I see the application. There's still a flow there, and it's not an anonymous sort of process. But yes, some properties are just under the leasing person who, in all honesty, is probably very new in real estate, and they don't know a lot about the property apart from doing the open home, and whether or not their landlord's going to approve that applicant or not. So yeah, look, there's so many areas. The feel part of it is important, because if you're not enjoying talking to people and you're not enjoying, finding a tenant, this property or whatever, then why choose real estate? That's what we do. We love to talk, we love to meet people.
Yeah,
It's that connection point.
and also I think if you're getting non-return phone calls, which I hear in the industry, and if you're getting voicemail full, these things where I'm probably saying, and people are going, yeah, duh, of course. But sometimes we know that tenants are perplexed. They're like, is this normal for the industry? Like, it's not. It's not. Not getting a call back first time after you leave a message, not normal. Voicemail full, not normal. Haven't heard from the agent within 24 hours of the application, not normal. So I think as an industry, I can guarantee you we are failing in that, and I can guarantee you, I reckon there's about an 80% chance most, and even us at Novak, I'm not having a go at the industry, but even us at Novak fall in the category that's not gold sometimes. And that, I just wanted the setup of what tenants should expect, what the sniff test should be. Cold silence. Tell me about this one before we go.
There's a reason for cold silence as well sometimes. If you're an applicant and you don't get a property, don't get angry at the property manager. Why didn't I get approved? That just sets that person up for not wanting to do the rejection calls in the future to say, look, I'm so sorry you didn't get that property. Because sometimes they might be afraid, oh God, that tenant's going to really, tear me one, because, I thought I was going to get it. And, sometimes the owner doesn't want that person. It's not our decision. We can put it all in a beautiful package with a red bow, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And I have had applicants shout at me on the phone, go off at me because they didn't get chosen. And, and that comes with
It's
experience.
personal.
It's
It's personal.
personal. It feels personal. Like you said, that
Yeah,
feeling again. It's being rejected. My details were rejected. I, as a person, was rejected. Maybe they didn't
yeah.
like my family. They didn't like my nationality. They didn't like this. They didn't like that.
It's a bit like
It
dating.
it's 100% dating. Property managers, that's what we do. We're a property dating app. We
It's not
match
you,
the
it's
right tenant
me.
to the right. Huh?
It's not you, it's me.
That's right. That's that classic. It's not, and you have to be, experienced in doing that letdown call. It isn't fun, but a good property manager, a good real estate agent would be like, you know what, you didn't get this one, but I have another one. I have this one that's better, or it may suit you, or I can take you through this one. There's always more property, so you might not get that one, but you will definitely
Yes.
get one.
Cleo Whittier, thank you so much for clearing this up
Thank
today.
you.
Expert property manager, when you
Thank
make an
you.
application of property, what you should expect gold standard to look like, the crap to look like, and cold silence to look like, why these things happen. Big topic at the moment, such a hard rental market. Good luck to everyone out there. And always feel free to ring us up and just run it if you're not if you're not from the beaches and just run it past us. We're always happy to help. Give us a tingle, share this with a friend. Thank you, Cleo. Oh,
Thanks. Have a great day.
Stephen Myers said something.
Okay.
Can you read it?
No, I've got my different glasses. What's it say?
He's rated you.
Oh, Steve is from Everything Glass. And his
Oh,
wife
gold. He
Mel
says
and I worked together many years ago. Lovely,
gold
lovely guy.
agent. Gold agent. There you go. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Cleo.
Bye. See
Have a
you.
great
Thank
day.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.